Okay, this is the Euro-Japan pair starting at 0-0 on the 22nd. On the 25-minute chart, I'm going to take you guys through a trade that I did last night. So I'm moving forward until we find the pattern. This could have been a pattern, but it was up there at one point, but it came back down, so no pattern. And this could have been a pattern also. Well, no, it couldn't. No pattern. No pattern. No pattern. Nothing. Nothing. Now we're coming up here, so I could just skip through those. Coming down, so now we're starting to look for patterns since it's on the lower BB. Now this looks like a pattern. Which pattern is that? That is a long pattern for a piercing pattern. Looks like a piercing pattern. So let's see what would have happened. I did not trade this, but let's see what would have happened if I did trade it. And this is starting off at the 0525, so the 0550. So let's go to 0550 on the 5-minute chart and see what would have happened if I traded this. So $0.550. So this is where we would have come in right here, and we see the mid bands have not gone up. So we did not make it. We did not enter. No entry. No entry. Now the stocks are going down, so it doesn't look like an entry is going to come. Okay, now we're going down sharply. So it doesn't matter if I would have tried to trade this or not. It does not look like there would have been an entry point. So I'm going to go back to show you guys what I did trade. Okay. No entry. And this is going down. So let's see how far down that went. Nope, that's not an entry either because that's a shorting pattern, and we're looking for long patterns now. Okay, this is the pattern I traded, and this pattern right here is a long morning star. This one. So now we go to, this is 0705. So the next candle after 0705 is 0730. So let's go to 0730 on a 5-minute chart. Right here. Okay, so this is where I look. This is where I first looked, and I see the mid BB is going down. So I did not do anything. Okay, it looks like here. At the end of this candle, the mid BB is still down. It looks like it's about to come up. Yeah, so it did come up. So I entered right at 134, right on 154.90. Sorry, 134.90. So 134.90 is our first entry point. Go forward. Now, did I exit up here? I don't think I did, but I could have. If I did, actually, this would have been a good exit right here since it did sufficiently go above this. So let's say I did exit there. Well, I didn't, so let's forget that. But had I exited there, let's see what would have happened. Well, it could have been another exit point. I don't think I exited there either. Now we're coming back down, coming back up, up. Now here, this is where I made my first exit. Right around 3516. So 13516, and I entered at 3490. So that's about 26 pips. Yeah, 26 pips. And then let's see what else happens with the trade. It hit the mid band, so I entered again. Made my second entry. Since things are still going up pretty strongly, I did want to make a second entry. So my first entry of the second trade was 135.05. And it goes up pretty quickly. Going up. It's starting to calm down a little bit. It's not going up as strongly. The stark bands are starting to level off. Oh, coming back up. Okay, I exited at 32. Did I get 32? I think 31 I exited. 35.31. So since I entered again at 05 and I got out at 31, That's again about 25 pips. So let's see what else I did. I was looking for another entry. I'm not sure if it came. At this point, I need to be careful, or I was careful, because I see it starting to level off a little bit. It's not. We already made a couple trades here, but I did enter again at 135.25, hoping that I'll get a third positive trade. And it went down to 22 right here where it hit this band, but I did not enter again since I was so close to my first entry. If I were to enter again, it would have been at the bottom stark. Alright, it's starting to go against me now, so since it's going against me, I exited. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was supposed to exit. This is one situation where I broke the rules a little bit. So I did an exit, and let's see what happened to me. I did exit here because since things are starting to level off, it hit the top band, and I said, okay, it's time for me to get out of here. So I exited at 135.30. So since I exited again, I entered at 25 here, and I did a second entry on one of these. I think this one, when it hit there. I don't know if I said that. And then I got it at 30. So that's, I don't know, 15 pips, maybe 20 pips when I add the 5 I got from this. So that's 20 pips again. At this point, I was done. I was a little scared. I was hoping it would come back up. I was a little scared, so I said, okay, I'm done with this trade. And we'll see, it did hang around a little bit more, but I was done. So I should have exited over here when the stark bands go down. That's what the strategy says, but I didn't do it, and I got lucky. I should have exited there. So with this trade, I got 25 pips down here, another 25 pips over here, I think, and 15 pips over here. I forgot already, but so 25 plus 25 plus 15, so that's about 65 pips. I got 65 pips out of this, which is good considering that the full range from the first entry about here, when the first entry from 90 up to the highest point, which is about 32, that's only about 45 pips. So even though this only went up about 45 pips, I got about 65 pips out of it. So that shows the strength of the Tymen advanced method. Yep, had I not exited, it would have been a little better. Had I exited here, it would have been better, but I didn't. So I didn't get bit this time. I don't recommend following what I just did, but it worked out well for me. And that was the end. Let me know if you have any questions.